who do we need to speak to get all of the episodes for season 3, at least for part 1, released all at one time, instead of this whole waiting every week mess, okay? Because I am ready for episodes 5 and 6 now. But anyways, hello, welcome to my channel, TV-DICTION, where we talk about all my latest TV obsessions. As you can tell from the title, today we'll be discussing episodes 3 and 4 of season 3 of Zatima. Episode 3 opens up right where we left off in episode 2 with Nathan, Connie, Tony all outside talking to Zach. Fatima was able to intercept and stop them in their tracks from, telling Zach about what happened with Jeremiah. I hate to agree with Nathan. Like, really hate to agree with Nathan. Especially, over Fatima. But he is right in this instance. It is foul not telling Zach about the whole ordeal, and it will end up blowing up in all their faces, because we know that Zach is going to be enraged when he found out that not only did Jeremiah put his hands on Fatima, but he's the last to find out about it. I'm still trying to find out why Belinda's messy behind showed up, because this literally had not a damn thing to do with her. She really can't seem to mind her business when it comes to Zach and Fatima. It's annoying at this point. The bathroom scene was too cute and too sweet. I love seeing Zach and Fatima in their element like this. Fatima catering to Zach and allowing him to be soft in this moment of grief and mixed emotions. I love how they're actually allowing Zach to, go through the motions, because normally when it comes to male characters and things such as grief, we often see it portrayed where people are telling that male character to be strong, to be a man, and to, hold his emotions together. But Fatima is making space for Zach to, be able to feel whatever he needs to feel, in this moment. But I also don't like that, he's seemingly turning into an alcoholic, throughout this thing. But, moments like this is needed to be seen, because we do need to be able to see men going through, these array of emotions, especially a black man, because, we're in the black community, that's not something prevalent. Black men tend to typically just hold in all that emotion and erupt and, cope through not so good mechanisms such as drinking, self-medicating and things like that. But I'm loving that we're able to see Zach, Fatima gives Zach that space to take his time and really go through those motions. But the last thing, Zach and Fatima need right now is for Zach to turn into an alcoholic, especially since they have a baby on the way, not to mention baby Michael. By the way, where is he in this ordeal? We're 4 episodes in, and we have yet to hear anything about baby Michael. Blink twice. Is he okay? Where is baby Michael? I am so starting to and root for Connie, man. When she saw that it was Zach calling, she automatically was I don't want no parts in this, okay? Because Fatima's a good woman. Don't be trying to ruin nothing good, okay? And I am here for it, her offering to help plan out the funeral, giving her help to Fatima and agreeing to, talk to Jeremiah if she runs into him. And like Connie, I am hoping that Fatima does let her guard down and allow them to be able to build a friendship, because I think they have potential to build such a good friendship. The 3 musketeers of this show will be Fatima, Angela, and Connie. I'm already putting that in the atmosphere. I'm trying to figure out what dog does Belinda have in this fight, because why is she pressing Nathan so hard to tell Zach? What does she think is going to happen? What does she get out of this? Why does she want to see Zach and Fatima hurting so bad? I hope she don't think that if Zach and Fatima break up, that Zach will get with her, especially not after her being Nathan's sloppy second. Be so for real. And seeing how Connie has become such a champion for Zach and Fatima's relationship, I'm even more at a loss as to why Belinda can't let that one night stand go. Why is she still so hung up on seeing Zach and Fatima fall? That needs to be studied for real, for real. Preston to the rescue. Preston to the rescue. Why ain't no one tell us that Preston pulled up to Zatimaverse on a white horse to save the day? Hopefully this investment and stake within the business means that Preston is here to stay, and he's going to be throughout season 3 and any other seasons that we may get, because I am here for him in Zatimaverse. I'm glad that Zach actually accepted the money and help from Preston, because from what we saw in episodes 1 and 2 and, their conversations, it looked like Zach was not willing to accept, any help. But I'm glad he didn't let any, toxic macho man, I'm independent and I need to do this on my own type of thinking prevent him from, taking that check from Preston. Zach and Fatima both cracked me up when they asked if Danny knows that Preston has this type of money. But you know what? I don't care how many times Preston says that he and Danny aren't talking anymore and that they're done. I will still be residing in the land of the Lulu, where I think that the two of them are in game, because it's hashtag Team Destined over here forever, okay? My heart still yearns for the two of them to end together. I am on Sean's side here. I think Angela should give him a chance to see where things could go. She already knows that she can't accept Bryce being bisexual, so why not give someone else a shot? I don't like, Bryce showing up in a frantic state to Angela's house like that. Like, he pulled up honking obnoxiously for her to come outside. Sir, this not what we doing here. And where they do that at? Like, she is not your emotional crutch, okay? People make bad business decisions all the time, okay? Your dad's ashamed of you, okay? And Zach's mom is a crackhead. What are we doing here? What's the point? Like, take accountability for the mistake that you made, and then, come up with a plan on how to fix it. This woe is me is not helping anybody. And now you done went and got yourself into a whole car accident running into a car. Like, be so for real. That was emotionally manipulative of Bryce towards Angela. Can't nobody tell me different. Episode 4 picks up with Angela frantically trying to get Bryce out of the car, which she's able to do with Sean's help, like right before it explodes. When I saw the accident in the trailer, I had no idea that it would be Bryce in the car. I for sure thought it was either Zach, on his path of self-destruction, or somehow Jeremiah. But I was really shocked to see that it was Bryce. And not only that, it seems like he intentionally drove himself into that car. If not that, he was very inebriated when he came to Angela's house, and then that's what caused the accident. But I guess with the upcoming episodes, we're going to find out, was it intentional? Was he inebriated? Or what's going on with that? The Zatima scenes have been so cute so far, like with Zach making Fatima breakfast in bed and, them having their little pillow talks, like, too cute. But Zach needs to stop, projecting his past hurt, from the relationship with Karen onto Fatima. Like, he needs to start believing that when Fatima says she's going to hold him down, like, she's going to hold him down. Like, she has not given him a reason as to think otherwise, or to think that she's the type to throw the help that she's given him in his face. But it's like, that's still a point of contention for him. It's like, yeah, he's all in with her, but he's all in if he's up. But if he's down, he's not willing to allow her to, step in and be that anchor for him. And, I hope that they get over that before we actually get, them down the aisle. I don't think Zach is wrong for making Bryce sweat a little, because, he put them in that situation, right? So I was in a very horrible situation to the point that I couldn't even, have the money to bury my mother. So, yeah, you're going to have to sweat a little bit, work a little harder to try and resolve the situation. Granted, Zach doesn't know that he's in the accident now. And me, even though that I do know that he was in the accident, I still feel like, he made this bed. Like, he has to lay in it for a little bit, to understand the gravity of what he did and how wrong that was. Is Nathan no longer married? Like, what happened to Lori and the kids? Because we haven't heard about them or seen anything of them since season 1. And he's looking mighty comfortable over there with Belinda, talking about that they're dating. Sir, where is your wife and kids? And once again, what is Belinda's issue with minding Zach's and Fatima's business so much? Like, why does she care? Of course, Belinda can't remember who Bryce is. She's too busy trying to sabotage Zach and Fatima's relationship for whatever reason. And, she has some nerves to be talking about, oh, Angela has always got something going on. Like, ma'am, you're literally a walking bowl of mess and drama everywhere you go. Please be so for real right now. Like, why is her first question when she sits down with Angela is if Zach knows? And it's not, oh, are you okay? Because, your best friend just witnessed something traumatic to somebody with somebody she's involved with. But, okay, worry about your ex-best friend's man. That makes sense. She didn't ask her if she was okay. She didn't ask if, Bryce okay. None of that. Oh, does Zach know? Like, with friends like Belinda, who needs enemies? If you came to comfort your friend at the hospital, can you just do that? Why are you throwing things in her face about, her relationship with Bryce? Like, talking about, he like men. Why are you here? Oh, talking about she should go to work too. Like, you came to here to comfort your friend. Please comfort your friend or go home. Because you're no help to her right now. But I do hope that this accident does not get Angela back on this will she, won't she roller coaster that she's been on with Bryce, because I'm really over it at this point. She knows that she's not okay with his sexual preferences, so what's the point of, stringing him along? I'll be fine with her, sticking around in a friend capacity to be like a sounding board for him and stuff, but I hope that she's, not being hesitant towards Sean because of her feelings with Bryce. Because this is giving me so much flashback and reminding me so much of Sabrina and Calvin, where Sabrina couldn't decide if she could accept the fact that Calvin wears panties and stuff. But this is like on another level, because not only has Bryce identified as being bisexual, but he has made a clear advance at Zach. And I know that Angela cannot get past that, so why continue to give him hope, or why continue to put yourself in a situation to be hurt? Because he's not going to change his sexual, identity just like that, for you. And if he gets caught kissing another man or pursuing another man, you will ultimately get hurt in the end. So I wish they would just stop dragging on the inevitable, like in Sabrina's situation, because she finally did let go of Calvin, and we know the same thing will be true for Bryce and Angela. So can we just cut the cord on this one right now? Really glad that Preston's check ain't bounced, but it cleared. Hallelujah to that. Shout out to Cowboy for helping his boy out, because Zach really needed it, and he came in just in time. He came in the clutch. Shout out to you, Cowboy. And what crock of a lawyer is still taking on this frivolous case that Deja got against Fatima? Please be so for real right now. Deja, go sit down. Again, I mean it, really hate to agree with Nathan. But Zach should be told about Jeremiah. And like Mr. Tyrone said, once he finds out, all hell is going to break loose. Like, we know it will end really bad for everyone. Most importantly, Jeremiah, but for everyone in this situation. Somebody needs to just, rip off the bandage and tell Zach. Preferably, Fatima should be that someone. No one else. Because it's not going to be so much as, what Jeremiah did. Because, yes, he's going to be upset about that. But, the fact that not only did Jeremiah do that, but he's the last to know. Ain't nobody else tell him. Like, none of his best friends, his fiance, no one told him. And everyone knew. Like, that's going to make the situation 10 times worse. Fatima's still working overtime to cover up for Jeremiah. You know, and shout out to Connie for still willing to assist Fatima and, you know, whatever way she can. You know, I really can't wait for the two of them to become friends. I hate that every episode is ending in a cliffhanger because what? No, I need to know what happens now. Does Zach find Jeremiah? Is Jeremiah the one who's, you know, outs himself to Zach? Or does Nathan and Tony have a chance to tell him? So many questions, but I guess we'll have to wait until next week to find out. Ugh. But down in the comments, let me know your thoughts on episodes 3 and 4. Until next time, thank you for watching.